Welcome to Phuket News TV. Welcome to this special report. Paween Pongsirin was the go-to man whenever the Thai police had a tough assignment. Breaking up syndicates, breaking taxi mafias, prosecuting corrupt politicians, solving the unsolved. Paween Pongsirin, actually Major General Paween Pongsirin, was the hatchet man. Cool, calm, quietly spoken, the Thai police's quiet achiever. Whenever I've interviewed him, I was very impressed with his cool demeanour, but you could see there was also a steely determination to get the job done.
You are not the first to try and control this situation. Will this work?
This has been a very big challenge since there has been many before me who've tried to solve the problem but to no avail. The result has been local business operators becoming hopeless.
Over the past 12 months, he was put in charge of unravelling the corruption behind the trafficking and killing of Rohingya and Bangladeshi refugees who were lured into making their way through Thailand on their way to Malaysia, presumably for a better life, only to be stopped at the Thai-Malaysia border and be ransomed to line the pockets of corrupt army and police. Again, it was Paween Pongsirin they sent in to uncover and prosecute the men behind the trafficking and blackmail. In doing so, he uncovered camps and graves, the final resting spots of many of these poor refugees. He brought charges against police and army officers. 88 have appeared in court. He uncovered 30 grave sites and revealed the full horror of what was going on to the world. He uncovered one of Thailand's dark refugee secrets. He also made a lot of enemies. In uncovering what he says is just the tip of the iceberg on the Rohingya refugee problem, he's made a refugee out of himself. 2 months ago, he submitted his resignation as he was assigned, against his will, to return to the Deep South and continue the investigations. He was certain the posting into the insurgent-stricken South would be his death warrant, and he fled the country he was working so hard for the sanctuary of Melbourne, a southern city in Australia. The south of Australia would be a much safer haven for him and his family than the south of Thailand, where 6,500 people have been killed over the ongoing Muslim insurgency pushing for a separate state, where the trafficking investigations have been stalled, allowing the trafficking to continue as the migration season starts again and the boats start to head for Thai shores. Here in Phuket, Paween Pongsirin became the attack dog for the NCPO as they wanted to break up the taxi and tuk-tuk mafias and break up the power base of the former Patong mayor and his son, Pian and Prapkisan. He arrested the deputy mayor of Karon and rounded up over 100 taxi and tuk-tuk thugs, pressing charges of extortion and illegal activities. In a month, he did more to clean up Patong's criminal underbelly than other police had been able to achieve in decades.
Are they that well organised? Are they such a criminal element?
When I first got the order to deal with influential illegal taxi cartel, or what is commonly referred to as mafia, I didn't really have much up-to-date knowledge about the situation.
Lesser known is his work in the Koh Tao murder case. Again, police chiefs in Bangkok were unhappy with the slow progress in making an arrest in the case of the murders of British backpackers Hannah Withridge and David Miller. Major General Paween gets the phone call, and within 2 days of his arrival, 2 Burmese migrant workers had been arrested, a reenactment held, and an alleged confession made, a confession that's since been retracted. In his long line of significant achievements as Thailand's favourite fix-it policeman, the Koh Tao murder case may be a lapse in the otherwise illustrious career. His applying for refugee status in Australia just 2 weeks before the findings of the case are handed down at Samui Court may not be coincidental. Out of his many, many successes, the Koh Tao murder case has been shrouded in controversy, and the arrest and subsequent case against the 2 Burmese has been roundly condemned by the local and international press, social media, foreign ambassadors, and even Thailand's senior DNA analyst. She testified at the trial and said the DNA evidence, the cornerstone of the prosecution case, did not link the murder weapon and the 2 Burmese defendants. At this stage, we don't know the result of the case. The judge hands down the findings on December 24. But if the Koh investigation proves to be a dark moment in his otherwise highly professional career, chasing down Thailand's corrupt and greedy, his defection to a foreign country is surely an indictment on Thailand's justice system. He says he cannot work again in the south and claims his life is in danger if he remains in Thailand. Kun Paween says that the investigation into human trafficking implicated senior figures in police and military, and he now fears for his life. That a man of his stature and talent is unable to continue work in his home country is a sad reflection on the corrupt underbelly of the Thai police, the judicial system, and the politicians that wield the power. Tim Newton reporting for Phuket News TV.
This is the Phuket News. This is Novosti Phuketa. This is Puji Dao Xinwen, the new Chinese language newspaper for Phuket. Available at 600 locations around Phuket. Your island, your newspapers.